The search for the ultimate RGB fan value pack is over. I've found what you guys need if you want that RGB goodness. Stay with me. Hey everyone, Chris with Coalition Gaming here, and by the time this video is out, we would have posted our RGB 2.0 build video. It's awesome. Make sure you check that out. That'll be linked right over here, or right over here. I've forgotten already. Anyway, so while I was searching for RGB parts to make that thing blinged out, I came across a value pack of RGB fans. They're from EZ-DIY-FAB, which is, I guess, decently recognizable brand, budget brand for value on Amazon right now for all sorts of stuff. LED strips, heat spreaders, RGB heat spreaders, RGB fans. But I was looking for something that was a little more advanced. I wanted a bunch of fans and I wanted PWM. The RGB could be addressable or not, that was neither here nor there. However, I came across for $45.99 RGB fan 5-pack, and all the fans are PWM and they're all 5-volt addressable RGB. That's that 3-pin connector, but it uses the normal 4-pin one with the 1 pin blocked off. Yeah, that standard connectors. A lot of these fan value packs that you see on Amazon and eBay, they use this proprietary 5 or 6-pin connector, and you can only use it with their controllers. Bonus here, this value pack comes with its own hub, and this is the hub right here. You have 5 connections for fans and 5 connections for the RGB. So everything, you know, you do get the split connectors, a lot of wire management to be weary of. However, everything goes to one hub with this kit, which is nice. If you already had your own hub though, your own PWM hub, you can use that. Your own addressable RGB hub, you can use that. And if you didn't, this is in there. And if you already did have one of those, again, this can come in handy later on down the road. This is pretty great. So this is the fan. I'm pretty sure I already had some B-roll up on screen showing it in action inside the RGB Beast and probably standalone by itself. But holding it here, you can just see, I'm going to describe it. It's got solid plastic construction. It has the rubber dampers on it. It's a, what is like a clear black plastic fan blades on there. And you know, it's pretty good. So here's the PWM connection on there. The PWM connection is just standard 4-pin PWM, so that's really nice to have. And then something that's nice to have on the addressable connector is it's also daisy chainable. So if you ran out of ports on your hubs, well, just connect more of these together through themselves through this daisy chain connector and you're back in business. You don't need to be adding more hubs and stuff like that. The cool thing with the RGB on this is that it's all the way through front and back, and you can see it clearly through the frame as well, through the sides, as you can see the plastic there. So it's ring style. The fan blades don't light up, it all lights up through the outside. I actually prefer that style, but for people who like the fan light up style, EZ-DIY has a whole lot of options anyways. So I've used all these fans already in the RGB 2.0. However, I had one left over, and that's what I'm using to show you guys this part. But yeah, you do get a 5-pack, and that's freaking awesome. One thing with most hubs is that a lot of them connect with a Molex still. They've stepped into modern times slightly by connecting this with serial ATA. Right on the bottom, so just slot it in like any other serial ATA device. Boom. So that's connected. So I'm going to connect the fan RGB to the RGB side. Let's see here. Boom. Okay, that's connected. And then to turn the fan blades on to show you guys, that goes over on this side. So let's go ahead and plug that in. Boom. There we go. That's one fan right there. One fan connected. Yeah, wire management. Your case is going to be a beast, but there'll be more on that whole thing in the RGB's videos, so make sure you guys check that out. The hub, by the way, does have buttons to control RGB speed and RGB mode right on it. However, it does come with a connector, so you can like route it to a button on your like your reset switch or something like that, and that way you can change it that way. It also has the connector to adapt to motherboard control and stuff like that. All right, let's turn it on. There we go. Heck yeah, check that out. I'm actually kind of hot right now, so This is cooling me off pretty good. Anyways, though, speaking to the airflow, it moves a decent amount of air. It's not loud. I mean, you can probably hear it in the mic right now, but I move it out of the way. Probably can't hear it too much. Some of the noises come from the power supply, but my experience with these fans so far, they're not loud, which is great. They may not be the best for like a radiator, but I mean, you go push-pull on them, and you might be able to do good enough if you really want to. But I think they're all right. They're all right. Airflow fans, definitely recommend them. Radiator, not so sure. I'm not so sure about the static pressure on them. But the link will be down in the description below if you guys wanted to research that a little bit more for your use cases. So I can do all the adjustment right on the hub here. Like that slowed down the RGB. Look at that, speeding it up. RGB mode over here. And yeah, because it's addressable, it can do all sorts of the cooler stuff with it. You know, different colors there. Look at that. Blue to green, blue to yellow, chasing itself. So I can probably click this for the rest of the video and probably not see all the different combinations of colors, but or little effects that it does. But look, you can see how clearly that goes through both sides, front, back, and the frame all around. This is a really nice fan. Oh yes, that still feels good. So yeah, not loud, full, just normal PWM, addressable RGB connection. You get a hub, you get 5 of them for 46 bucks on Amazon, and it's prime. You get that real quick. This is a good deal. I can't imagine any better deal for a standard connection fan pack like this one. So that's my vote for best value RGB fan pack, and I think you guys might agree with me on it, because 46 bucks, 5 of them, you get the hub, you get everything in there. That's most, you know, you're going to be able to deck out a case with RGB with just that, and that's pretty great. So what do you guys think? Maybe you have a recommendation on RGB fan packs or just RGB fans in general. What's your favorite? Drop a comment down below. And yeah, let's go over that. Let's talk about RGB fans and all sorts of stuff like that. I'm Chris with Coalition Gaming. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button, subscribe. We always got more coming. Join our Discord. Everything will be linked down in the description below. And definitely follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Again, all down below. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.